What's good, YouTube, and welcome to a special 1,000 subscriber Q&A. Seems like just yesterday I was at 30 subs. Now look at me. I'm at 1,025 as of today. Now I know what you're thinking. How are you gonna be at 1,000 subs and hit this milestone and not have a new intro? You've been using the same intro for 6 months now. But wait, there's more. That's right. I got a new intro. I've been holding off on it for so long, probably for a month now. I've been like, dang, I want to drop this intro when I hit 1,000 subs, and I finally am here. I'm so excited to show you guys this new intro. A matter of fact, let's cue it. I'm gonna watch it with you guys. Bro, was that not fire? Please comment down below your thoughts on the new intro. Do you like it? My dude goes in on these intros. That blew my expectations. I love it. That's the new intro. Comment down below your thoughts on it. All right, so let's get right into this Q&A. So I asked questions on my Instagram, which I didn't get as many as I wanted, so I went to Facebook and I had a lot of replies on Facebook. But first we're gonna start off with the questions I got asked on Instagram. Okay, so question number 1. So the God of High School, would you say is more intense than any other show? Okay, if you guys follow my God of High School reaction videos, you guys would know that show is hype, and I am loving it. I may hype it up more than I need to, but it's fire. It is complete and utter fire. No cap. I would definitely say it's intense, but I'm not going to say it's intense more than any other show because there's only, at this point, 9 episodes out, and it's only the first season. But by far, definitely, if I had to tell you a show to watch right now that's action-packed, God of High School is it. That's the first show I'm telling you. Number 2. What is your opinion on Boruto? Okay. Boruto manga? Bruh. What? What? Nani? The manga is phenomenal right now. I'm not going to spoil anything, but if you read the manga, you know what I'm talking about. Complete fire. This brings back memories, like back to Naruto Shippuden when Pain invaded Konoha. 世界に痛みを神羅転生 That kind of level of destruction and that big of a level of a threat. Like, I don't want to spoil nothing, but the manga, great. The anime, so I don't want to talk too much trash about the anime because I've only watched 8 episodes and I stopped. I've seen clips here and there of like the fights with Momoshiki and, you know, Sasuke and Boruto going to the past or whatever. And that was good. So I'm going to get back into it, but I'm just not too happy with how the Boruto anime started off. Like, when I think back to Naruto when it first started off, I remember there was blood, it was epic, Naruto going, you know, kind of Nine Tails mode against Haku. It was just epic, but I just feel like they tried to appeal to the younger generation a little too much and made it kind of childish, which I get it. They want to bring that generation up. I understand. But yeah, I don't really care about the anime too much. If and when will Hunter x Hunter start up again? Well, only God knows on that. As you guys know, most anime follow manga. Now, the mangaka of Hunter x Hunter goes on hiatus all the time. So that's why when the anime caught up, they had to stop. Now, there is probably enough material out right now, probably for 12 episodes, but I don't see the point in that. The mangaka is still on hiatus. I think it's been a couple years, but if he comes back and bangs out 10 more chapters, he usually comes back and will bang out a volume or so, and then he'll go on hiatus again. Then we probably could get 24 episodes, I think. But in the manga, epic proportions. That's all I got to say. Top 3 anime, best storyline for everyday life. Favorite protagonists, and why. So my top 3 anime, it's really hard to give you a top 3 because there's so much anime that I watch. But I will tell you, probably my favorite anime is Hunter x Hunter. I remember watching this on Christmas break back in college. I'm talking, I finished 130 episodes probably in a week. As soon as I got up in the morning, I watched it. The only break I took was to eat and to go to the gym. And then when I got back home, I would rush, take a shower, and watch it again. I remember when I finished it, I was so upset. I feel like I lost a part of me. Hunter x Hunter is just great. To me, the anime is a masterpiece. I know people had some problems with the Ant arc, but it's a complete masterpiece to me. Whew, phenomenal. Definitely watch that if you haven't. But yeah, I'm not going to give my top 3, but I'll definitely say that's probably my favorite of all time. Now, my favorite protagonist, that's actually a good question, and it's a hard one at that. I'll definitely have to say, why is this hard for me? I'm having a hard time. I'll just list a couple of my favorite characters, because I don't think I ever really thought of my favorite protagonists. Zoro from One Piece, for sure. I love Gon from Hunter x Hunter. Ippo from Hajime no Ippo. I love him. Kite from Hiro no Sora. And let me give you one more. Vegeta from Dragon Ball. I'm definitely a Vegeta fan. I love Goku, but I just love Vegeta. So those would have to be some of my favorite protagonists. Let's fucking go, brother. What's the first anime that got you hooked and at what age? Okay, so I know this already up by heart. So the first anime I actually watched was Dragon Ball Z before I even knew what anime was. But the first anime that actually got me hooked was Naruto. I remember it came on Toonami and I was like, what is this? I watched it and I just loved it. And I kept watching it, and then I found out that it was based from like the show was made in Japan, and I found out you could watch it in subbed, and then I eventually did that, caught up, and that's what really got me into anime, was definitely Naruto. Now, going back to the previous question, I'd put that in my top 3 anime solely because it introduced me to the world of anime. I don't think it's my favorite. No, it is one of my favorites, but if you're looking at it as from like a story perspective, it's not the best written story, but it's in my top nonetheless. Alright, moving on to the Facebook questions. These got a little bit more specific. Anime and manga tend to have a lot of obscure powers/abilities. What are some of your favorites? What ones do you think are pretty useless? Okay. I'm going to talk about this a lot in these questions. My favorite powers and abilities definitely come from Hunter x Hunter. Their whole power system is very intricate and interesting. It's not like Dragon Ball Z where it's like, oh, I have more power than you, so I win. You could be physically stronger than somebody in Hunter x Hunter, but the other person could have a different ability that just overrules your physical strength. That's why I like Hunter x Hunter. It's not always about being the strongest. Somebody could be a lot physically stronger and have, I guess you could say, a better power, but if somebody's smarter and uses their power better, they can win the fight. So definitely Hunter x Hunter. I love the powers and abilities in Hunter x Hunter. yeah, I don't want to dive too deep into that and spoil like some actual powers, but as far as like the power system goes, Hunter, Hunter. Do you have any favorite artists, writers, voice actors? Who are they? Okay, so I definitely have a couple favorites when it comes to voice actors. As far as the American voice actors go, Sean Schemmel, the voice of Goku.
I will not let you destroy my world!
Whew, I don't think there's a better Goku voice actor out there. He is phenomenal. I love him as far as voice acting goes. Regardless of the stuff that he has going on the side with the legal issues, voice acting, A1. Now, the other guy would be the voice actor, the American voice actor of Ichigo. I can't think of his name right now. Put a picture on the screen, but he is phenomenal as well. Now, okay, so as far as my Japanese voice actors go, it definitely would have to be the guy that voice acts Levi from Attack on Titan. He also voice acts in Haikyuu, Kuroko no Basket, Noragami, and Fate Stay Night, Unlimited Blade Works, to name a few. Phenomenal voice actor. I'll actually play a couple scenes on screen.
Kenny! こっちの動きを完全に読んでたってことか。いいや、僕の命令は絶対だ。
What's one type of anime or manga that you wish you could get into? I wish I could get into Gintama, but every time I go to start it, the anime, I just can't. But I always see epic scenes on top 10 videos and whatnot, but I just can't seem to get past the first few episodes. It looks really good from the stuff I've seen, but every time I start it, I get bored. So definitely Gintama. Is anime meant to be watched or read? Honestly, that's a personal opinion. I can read it or watch it. When it comes to the sports anime manga, I'd rather watch it because it's just more exciting that way. The background music, the voice acting, the sound effects. Just make it 10 times better for me. So definitely when it comes to sports anime, I definitely would recommend watching it. Anything else, I can read it. As someone who has never watched anime and wants to give it a go, what entry anime should you or would you recommend to start my anime watching career? So I wouldn't actually recommend a long running anime to somebody that wants to get into it, because that's how I feel like you scare people away. Like, I wouldn't tell them to watch One Piece, which is, what, 900 plus episodes? I would not do that. I would suggest the shorter anime, like the 24 episodes, maybe 50 episodes, something like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. That's really good. Especially Death Note, if you like kind of like psychological thrillers, like crime, Battle of Wits, definitely Death Note. Stuff like that. So if you're watching and you ask that question, start off with Death Note. Go Death Note. Anime has now become more widely acceptable in the US. It isn't associated with nerds or geeks. What do you think changed, or which anime do you think caused this change to make anime watchers seem cooler than before? That's also a great question, because I remember when I first started watching anime, or back in high school, I wasn't ashamed about it, but I didn't really talk about it or hear many people talking about anime at all. If somebody asked me if I watched it, I would, but I didn't come out in the open and just start talking about it. And I remember in the beginning or early part of college, like, a lot of people were judgmental. And as I got a little bit older, I've seen like more people talking about it on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and it just seemed like less people started making fun of those people. I really don't know what it was. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was because more shows came to America and it became more mainstream. I don't know what it was. Or people just stopped caring what other people thought. But definitely a big change between now and, let's just say, 7-10 years ago. That's for sure. What features do you look at when looking for another anime manga? Rating a factor, only certain genres, number of episodes, fan base. I actually don't really look for much. Like, I watch a lot of top 10 videos. If I see something in there that intrigues me, I'll go and look it up. and probably add it to my list and start it to see if I can keep watching it. I pretty much like anything, any type of genre: horror, action, fantasy, isekai, starting life in a new world. Pretty much anything I'll give a go. So that's the answer to that. And I actually typically like the longer running series because I get invested into these shows and I never want them to end, especially if I really like them. So as far as number of episodes go, yeah, it's nice to watch the 12 and 24 episodes, but if it's longer than that, I'm even happier. Favorite opening credit theme song in an anime? I gotta give you two. Tokyo Ghoul, first season opening. I can listen to that song like on a daily basis. Just listen to it. The second one would definitely be Contradiction for the theme of God of High School. Man, that shit really goes. I am not lying. Give it a listen. Do you have any secret girly anime that you're into but too embarrassed to gush about? I was looking at my list of anime and actually I don't, but I did add Rent a Girlfriend to my anime list on Crunchyroll, and that's probably a show that I don't often watch too many shows like that. So that's more of a gushy show, but I added it to my list. I want the season to be over and then I'm going to go and watch the whole season. So look that up, To Rent a Girlfriend, I think. Top 3 favorite fight scenes of all time. Whew. I'm going to save that question for an actual video itself. I'm going to do a full video on that. Okay, so the last question is, what's one anime that everyone seems to like but you can't get into, and why? Sword Art Online. I watched the first couple of seasons and it was only okay. The only reason why I finished it was because I started it, and I hate not finishing things that I start. Now, I know there's like been a season or two since then, and I can't get into it. I may try and watch it again, but apparently it's really big over in Japan, and I don't understand why. It's kind of boring to me, to be completely honest with you. Let me know how you feel about Sword Art. Is it great to you? Do you love it? Like, does it rank in your top 10? I don't know. I don't get the hype surrounding Sword Art Online. I really don't. I don't think it's all that good. And I'm not trying to be a downer. It's nothing special to me. Sorry. Okay, so I actually had another question I skipped over. What are your plans as far as videos go, or your plans for the channel now that you hit 1,000 subs? So I'm going to continue to do the live reactions, of course, but I also want to get more into in-depth videos. So one video I'm working on that when it comes out, I hope you guys all watch, is a video on Ahiru no Sora, the basketball anime that you might have seen me or heard me talk about. I'm in love with that anime. I want to do a full video on it and why it is great and why you should watch it. That's something I'm going to be working on, and when it comes out, please watch it. The other thing I've already started working on is an AMV video, and that is based on Naruto. I've already started it. Now, I've said this before, I want to get into editing. This one is not going to be all flashy edits and, blinking colors and all that stuff. This is more story. I want to tell a story in this one. So that should be out in a couple weeks. That is already halfway done. So those are two videos that I'm going to be putting out soon. I also am thinking about doing a Patreon. I've said this like twice now in other videos. I just haven't got around to looking at the website itself and looking into it, but I eventually will do that. So comment down below your thoughts on that. Would you be interested if I made a Patreon? What do you think? Also, comment down below any anime you'd like me react to. I'm open to suggestions. Anyways, that's it for the Q&A. I want to say thank you for everybody that has subscribed to me. It's just surreal because I'm doing this as a hobby because I just love anime. I love talking to you guys about anime, manga, and at the end of December, I was only at, like 30 subs, and I got consistent since the end of December, and now I'm here at 1,024 subs. It's just crazy that many people like what I do. I appreciate you guys too. And if you're new here, make sure you Detroit smash. that subscribe button. Join the team. Watch me for reaction videos, top 10 videos, stuff like that. Anyways, again, thank you for subscribing to me. I wanted to do it at 1,000, but I got there kind of fast. I want to do a giveaway at 5,000. Now that's going to be I know what you're thinking. You're like, whoa, easy there. You're only at 1,000, my dude. At 5,000 subs, I want to do a giveaway. But yeah, that concludes this one. Be on the lookout for God of High School on Monday. Woo! Last episode, man. I think there's 3 episodes left? The hype train just keeps chugging along. But yeah, thanks for watching. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Comment down below your thoughts. Answer some of my questions. If you haven't already done so, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm the Bearded Saiyan. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.